I was raised by my mom with the help of both sets of grandparents. My family was very service-oriented. My mom worked for the city municipal government for like 40 years, and so I think I get a lot of like my service aspects from her. When I joined Montevallo Fire, I had no idea what went into the fire service at all. I didn't even know that a female could be a firefighter. So I spent a lot of time learning the job. I got several certifications, many of which career firefighters hold. And I loved getting my hands dirty and training with the guys and just figuring out that was what was missing. Like, I had my piece during the day that was great, but it's like at night I needed my hobby. And so the fire service essentially became my hobby. John and I have been married going on 17 years, and that's the same length of time that I've been a military spouse. Through that time, we've been through multiple deployments, multiple moves, one overseas and back. It's been a crazy, crazy ride.
She reached out to me originally by email, just letting me know that they were transferring here. And then once she arrived here, we talked about how do we support Regions employees who are married to somebody who's in the military. If your husband goes on deployments, it's definitely stressful and a hard time for those spouses. And, how could we show Regions spouses that we also, care for them and that we'd like to do things for them to help them get through things.
Leaving Montevallo was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I had become so immersed in that community and in the department. When my husband received military orders, I honestly didn't think that I would be able to move to another department and continue my service. But I figured out that I could move and come to a place that was similar. So I started searching for a department of roughly maybe the same size in a town or city of the same size. So that's how I made the transition. Houghton is still growing so much. The local Air Force community has a big part in that. The local citizens are wanting it to grow. And so it's a very exciting thing to be a part of and be a part of a department that is getting to be immersed in that community that's growing.
Houghton is like a lot of communities across the nation, and we're a combination department. Combination being that we have career and volunteer personnel. And you never really know what you're going to get with a volunteer. They all come in gung-ho, excited about volunteering, but when a lot of them find out, all the requirements that are required now to be a firefighter, it's such a daunting endeavor. A lot of them phase out, they burn out. That wasn't the case with Kay. Kay came in gung-ho and ready to go. She immediately jumped in and was just bought in to everything we were trying to accomplish. Every time there's a training, Kay is here. And she puts on her bunker gear and she does everything. She responds to all the incidents. She just moved within a couple miles of the station just so she can be more active. She makes us do better because she's always pushing to do more.
I have been blessed to be a part of two very good departments that have some of the best in the business in the areas they're in. And so being a part of something like that, the culture, the family, having that ability to train and learn from these people that have been in the field for so long is just invaluable. And I've learned so much. It's even helped with my career at Regions because I've gained more confidence and ability to just feel more sure of myself.
Kay was a real spark plug. The first time I met her, we clicked immediately. I knew there was something a little bit different about Kay, and so I was very excited about getting her kind of involved with our local community and what we're doing here at the bank, and I knew she was going to be a great asset for us just right away. What I didn't know is I was thinking I was going to need to engage her. What I didn't anticipate was the extent to which she went and blazed her own trails that we were able to follow in her footsteps.
She is one of the most selfless, giving, generous people that I've ever met, and I've only known her, I think, 6 months. She does a lot for a lot of different people. She does have a day job, but those other things are so important to her that it's just always part of the conversation because she's always involved in something.
Just having support in general is paramount to being able to do what I do in all aspects of my life. So I've got the supportive team at Regions, I've got the supportive team at the fire department, and I've got my supportive team at home.
She's always looking, I think, for a way to bring the three together, a way to help somebody, a way to, I think, just make a difference, really.
Being able to be there for people is something that's extremely important for me, and being a part of what I do in the fire service and the military support community makes that all possible. There's also a quote that I kind of live by, and it goes something along the lines of, at the end of my life when I stand before God, I want to be able to tell him I used every talent that you gave me. And that's something that I think that I really live by, because I do so many different things and wear many different hats, but it's also things I enjoy. But I can't just sit still. I have to keep moving and being involved, because I do care about the community, and I want our youth to know that they can have a future doing anything they're passionate about.